I want to talk about boredom, which actually feels quite uncomfortable to say out loud because boredom has kind of become the enemy, something to avoid at all costs, something we fix immediately. A pause in conversation, a few quiet minutes, waiting in line, and we just reach our phones without even thinking about it. And I don't say that as someone judging it, I say that as someone who has done this for years. Working in tech, being online all the time, boredom feels irrelevant. If there's a gap, I need to fill it. And I didn't realize until much later what I was losing in the process because boredom isn't empty. It's a moment where your brain stops reacting and starts wondering. It's where thoughts finish forming. It's where feelings surface without being prompted. So when boredom disappears, so does that internal processing. And for a long time, I thought my lack of clarity was just stress. But what I was really missing was space. Every moment was accounted for, every pause was filled. There was no space for my brain to just exist. And here's the thing, your brain doesn't reset through stimulation, it resets through absence, through moments where nothing is being demanded of it. But when you've been chronically online, boredom doesn't feel peaceful, it feels wrong and almost unsafe because that stillness leaves you alone with your thoughts. And that can be really uncomfortable if you're not used to it. I noticed this most in my evening. I'd finally be done with work and instead of feeling relief, I'd feel restless. Not because I needed entertainment, but because my brain didn't know how to slow down without a constant feed of external input. So I tried to start letting boredom happen again. Not all at once and not dramatically, just small moments. Letting myself sit without reaching for my phone, letting a walk just be a walk. And at first it was awkward. My brain wanted to do something, anything, but then something interesting started happening. Thoughts that I didn't realize I was avoiding showed up. Ideas surfaced without effort. My emotions felt clearer, less jumbled. Not louder, just clearer. Boredom gave my brain the chance to catch up with itself. And that's when I realized how necessary it is. When you remove boredom from your life, you don't just remove discomfort, you remove integration. You never let experiences settle, you never let emotions process, you move on before anything completes. And over time, that creates a constant sense of unfinishedness. Boredom is how your nervous system resets. It's how your attention recovers. It's how you return to yourself after being pulled too many directions at once. And this isn't about forcing boredom or making life dull. It's about allowing moments of non-stimulation to exist again, especially if your job already demands constant focus and reaction. For me, boredom has just become a quiet signal that I'm doing something right, that my brain has space, that my nervous system isn't being chased. It's not glamorous, but it's quite grounding when you experience boredom. And in a world that never stops asking for your attention, that grounding is rare. So if boredom feels uncomfortable to you, that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It probably just means that you haven't done it enough recently and just let it be awkward. Your brain needs those moments more than you think. Boredom isn't a problem to solve, it's a state to return to.